A very good evening from the capital of the Scottish Highlands, Inverness. I've made it. It's a bit late, it's nearly 8 o'clock, but I'm fixing just to have a walk around and do a kind of walk around style video, just looking at some of the key landmarks in the city. I have got on my phone a GPS My City map with a description of where to go, so I'll make a link in the description so that you can follow that if you're here as well. But this is the high street, this is where I'm starting, and as I walk down towards the river I'll tell you a little bit more about the city and its history. Let's go. That building on the corner there is called the Inverness Townhouse, and it was built in the Gothic style, as you can see, between 1878 and 1882, and in the 1920s it was the place where the British cabinet met once. Why is that so special? Well, it's the only place the British cabinet have ever met outside of England. Pretty nice design, as you can see here. Lights on the entrance, big castle-like doors.
Notice it's getting cold and it's getting darker. I never really heard what you said. You never took the time, but I never listened. As the sun goes down, thoughts real.
Poking up behind the trees, Inverness Castle. It's got to be one of the most famous sights of the city, but I'll come back to that because right now I'm standing on a bridge. Must be the centre of Inverness, and underneath me is River Ness, and it's called River Ness because it flows from Loch Ness, Scotland's most famous loch, surely. All to do with a certain monster that was once seen down that way. I was hoping to visit Loch Ness on this trip, but unfortunately my flight got moved forward one day, which is why today is a little bit rushed and I've had to cut out Loch Ness. Never mind. Some nice buildings right in front of me there as well. There are definitely some really unique buildings around here. Huge mansion-like stone buildings almost. So I'm just heading for St Andrew's Cathedral, which I think is around the corner here, but on my way let me just tell you that Inverness is considered to be the capital of the Highlands. As I may have said before, it's the UK's most northern city, and it has a population of around 50,000 people. And just ahead of me there, I can see it, is St Andrew's Cathedral. Two towers, symmetrically built, but no spires. Just mixing it up a little bit. Walking through this more narrow passageway now. I just saw some old buildings at the end here and thought it might be an interesting little street to go down. Pretty quiet though. Some more amazing buildings. I could definitely do a few more hours here, that's for sure. There is what looks like a suspension bridge up ahead of me, and then a church across the other side of the river. See if we can get on that bridge. COVID-19, keep your distance. I'm going to find out about that church up ahead. This is definitely the nicer bridge of the two. Not that there's anything wrong with the other one, but this is pedestrians only, which definitely gets the winning vote from me. So just walked over the bridge past the church, And this is Dunbar's Hospital, built in 1668. Magnificent building actually. It's currently though apartments and flats. Quite expensive ones I would think. Right, let's see what else we've got down this way. Plenty of hotels and bars and restaurants on the riverfront there, and I can see another pub up ahead on the left hand side. Just across the street there is the Victorian market, rebuilt in 1890. And if the traffic eases up, it is unfortunately closed, but I'll just have a nosy in through the window here. Looks like a spectacular building. Here we go. Yeah, it's all closed up. Look at that though.
Seems like our summer is through. Everybody cheers for you. You left me in the night. You left me in silence. I never understood why you left.
It's not Christmas, but the lights are out. This is a road that runs parallel with the high street, so I was trying to find my way back there, but I stumbled down here instead. Definitely got some big shops on it, more pubs. The Keg, that looks pretty neat. And what have we got here? A retro music venue. Closed at the moment, like a lot of things are because of COVID-19. COVID-19 has especially hit the tourism industry really hard all over the world, and Scotland's no different. I've never been to the Scottish Highlands before, but the roads around the NC500 definitely didn't appear as busy as many articles said they would be. This is a Georgian toll booth, and it is attached to, I believe there is the former jailhouse and courtroom of the city. It was all built in 1791, and the tower rises to 45 meters high, which is about 180 feet, I guess. All right, I've got one more thing to check out, and I think that'll be down here and to the left. Look at those incredible views over the city. There's the River Ness. That's where I was walking just a few moments ago. The city skyline, I can see the big bridge in the distance there as well. You may not be able to see it great in the shot, and then a lot of building work going on down here, but most notably, and something I'm very pleased to say, is that I have made it up to Inverness Castle. There it is. Inverness Castle was actually built, this one anyway, in around about 1836. Before that, for over 1,000 years, there has been one form of defensive structure on this site or another. But incredibly enough for me, this is regarded by some as the start point and the end point of the NC500, a coastal route that loops around northern Scotland. If you've been watching my videos over the last, I don't know, 10, 15 episodes, then you will have seen some of my incredible adventures around that magnificent route. This though is the end point for me. All that's left, I think, for me to do right now is to say thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks for watching the entire series. If you've stuck with me throughout the whole road trip, it has been incredible. From Inverness Castle and from the NC500, thanks again for watching. Good night from Scotland.